this is Melanie with Melanie Fitness, and I wanted to talk to you about breathing. So it sounds kind of funky, and every time I say it, people are like, "You want me to focus on my breathing?" And I know it sounds wacky, but it's really important. Obviously, we know breathing is important to living, but a lot of us are not even doing it properly, or maybe we're not even doing it enough. I actually hold my breath a lot, so it's something I'm working on. But the reason why this is important is because breathing, it naturally tells our body that we're in a very safe, calm, good place. Think about when you're scared, you kind of hold your breath and you gasp, and then you immediately tighten up and lock up. It's a very protective mechanism. So when we breathe properly, it naturally tells our body that we're safe, and it allows our joints and muscles to be very free, so we can move freely with strength, with power, with balance. And then on the other side of that, when we breathe properly, it's actually just bringing a ton of really good movement to our core that we don't get when we're not breathing properly. So that expansion and compression of the rib cage, there's a ton of muscles in here in our core, our intercostal muscles, that don't get a lot of activation or movement when we don't breathe properly. So a lot of people end up with back pain, hip pain as a result as well. And again, it relieves stress. It tells us, our body, that we're in a very safe, good place, and it allows us to just kind of loosen up. So how do we do it? So I'm going to have you lie on your back, very simple, with your knees bent into your chest, and I'll have you place one hand on your stomach and one hand on your chest, and just go ahead and take a deep breath in and see what happens. And usually what happens is that people breathe from the chest instead of their stomach, or diaphragm to be more precise. So people will go and kind of suck in their stomach and breathe from the chest. But that doesn't bring you that good movement here, and it's not moving your diaphragm, activating your core. So try to breathe from the stomach or the diaphragm. Think about filling your stomach with air as you inhale. And then deflating that as you exhale. This is one way to think about it. We want to think about, filling with air as we inhale and deflating that as we exhale. But there's another way to think about that too, and that's placing your hands on your rib cage really firmly so you can feel the movement, because it's very slight. So as you inhale, you want to feel for an expansion of the rib cage, and when you exhale, it's a compression of that rib cage. And when we exhale, we actually feel those muscles recruit in the core and be activated. So you know that breathing actually feeds into our core, using those muscles, getting that movement into our spine. So that's how you breathe properly. And I tell people, let's start with a 2-count inhale and a 4-count exhale. And the exhalation is just good to emphasize, because that's when we really contract those muscles, and it also allows us to expel enough carbon dioxide, so we have a nice pH level in our body. But basically, breathing, it will help eliminate pain, it will help eliminate stress, and it will optimize your workouts, because you're getting more movement here, you're using these muscles more effectively, and again, it's allowing your joints and muscles to move more freely, so you'll be able to use them more efficiently in your workouts, as opposed to being all locked up and tight. So get to breathing.